Video is about transiting Panama Canal. We are coming from Houston. We departed on 2nd and today is 7th. We are about to reach Cristobal. We have got one day anchor and tomorrow morning is Panama Canal transit. So I will try and shoot as much as possible to show you guys maximum information about Panama Canal. Now on the Atlantic side, we'll be coming out on the Pacific side. Atlantic side port is Cristobal and Pacific side port is Balboa. Let's go up on bridge and I'll explain you on the EGDIS from where we are coming and where we are about to go. So as we can see here, we departed from Houston. This is Gulf of Mexico. This is the entire route here. This is Atlantic. On top here you can see Caribbean islands. Now the ship has reached almost at the entry point of Panama Canal. Now the ship is here and we are planning to drop anchor somewhere here. This passage will take about 1.5 hours. This is the boys' entry for the Panama, which we will be going tomorrow morning. Once you enter, these are the lock gates here. You cross the lock gate. This is on the Atlantic side. And then you transit all this channel, which is about 40 miles. Takes, if ships goes non-stop, then it will take about 5 hours. And as we can see, again, these are some new locks. Then the ship is out from Balboa side into the Pacific Ocean. So this side here is Atlantic and this side here is Pacific. Let me zoom out a little bit more. So this is the time lapse of vessel proceeding to the anchorage. These anchorages are very spacious and it's quite pretty easy job for a master to anchor ships in such spacious areas. Not many ships, and there's a gap of about 7 cables, 5 cables at least between two ships. Now we are anchored at Cristobal. We are anchored very close to the coast and we are waiting for our transit, which should be starting tomorrow morning. Hello, good morning friends. This is the Sunday morning, 8th of April, and as you can see, pilot boat is approaching and he's about to board my ship shortly. And there are gonna be 2 pilots boarding the ship along with the canal inspector who will do some inspections on ship related to mainly engine. This is where we are. I'm showing that on the chart. Just about at the entry point, breakwaters to the Panama Canal on the Cristobal side. So 2 pilots have boarded and we are now proceeding towards the Gatun first lock gates. Beautiful clouds, best weather and perfect time. Morning around 10 AM is perfect time for starting the transit. So before evening the transit should be over if the vessel goes non-stop. We arrived at the gates. Here pilot and chief officer can be seen standing on the starboard side bridge wing. Normally when the ship is berthing and unberthing, during stations. This is the preferred position for pilot and master because we can see the ship side very clearly. Here I am with my chief officer. We are waiting at the first lock gate on the Cristobal side, and ship will climb 3 steps now. This is the first step. Everybody is enjoying. Third officer, cadet, PTAB and pilot himself. Everybody is enjoying free time, 15 minutes. Ship is raised by 8 meters in each lock and total of 26 meters including all the 3 locks. So ship is entering into the second locks here. Her level will be raised. Here the level is raised now, and once the front gate opens, she will enter into the third lock gate. This job is done using the help of locomotives which are tied in forward and aft. The first lock gate is full, gate is open. We are going into the second lock gate. Here I am enjoying the view. Chief officer, pilot again doing some maneuverings here. Pilot communicates with the shore people operating locomotives. Here you can see the aft locomotive tied using 2 wires, and it helps keeping the vessel at the center of the canal so that ship doesn't rub through any one of the side. There's hardly any gap, but this job is done with great precision. On the aft you can see another ship which is outside the first lock gate, and this one is full. Let me tell you that lot of ship's power is used to move these ships inside the locks because the water churning from the propeller doesn't have any way to go out. So even at half ahead, full ahead, ship is actually doing 2 knots, 3 knots. Here the gate is fully closed. These are the indicators on bridge wing which gives me main engine and steering. This is how the locomotives go up. One of the locomotives always has full weight of the ship. That's how 2 of the wires are tight, and the one which is shifting forward is slack. Propeller is churning water, but there is no way for the water to go out as the aft lock gate is shut. That's why the ships have to use much more power in order to obtain a speed of 1 knot, 2 knots, which it would actually do out at sea. This locomotive here moving along with the ship exactly at the same speed and ensuring that the ship is right at the center of the channel. There is another one exactly same on the other side also. Third and final lock for the entry into Panama Canal, Gatun locks. Once the ship's level is raised, forward gate will open and ship will be free to go inside the canal. As we were waiting at the final locks on the Gatun side, we have lucky to have another ship coming on the other side which is going out of the canal, Global Prime. This is a bulk carrier. Bulk carrier carry cargoes like wheat, iron ore, grains, anything which can be carried in bulk. Whereas my ship is a tanker, we normally carry diesel oil, petrol, gasoline, naphtha, jet oil, aviation fuel, these kind of cargo. Obviously of my ship I couldn't have shot this, but on the other ship you can clearly see both sides locomotives are tied and they are pushing. These both side locomotives are ensuring that the ship is right in the middle of the channel. These are called hatches. If you open them, you will have a very big large hold where we carry cargo. This ship has cranes also, and I have done 2 bulk carriers during my cadetship. This has 5 hatches. Salaries on a bulk carrier are slightly lesser than a tanker because tankers are considered to be more hazardous. Final gate level is raised. Gates are opening. Other side you can see the ship is going down and we are coming up. Gates open and ship is moving into the canal. Passing through beautiful Panama Canal. We have just come out of the Go to Lakes locks, as you saw in my video. Now here I am enjoying this beautiful view. Nicely buoyed channel. So canal transit is all around greenery, cleanliness, and it's just beautiful transit. I've already done it a few times and every time I find it very attractive. I'm showing you an inside view of the bridge here, where pilot is wearing the red t-shirt, duty officer, and the AB is steering. So inside the canal you have to be very prompt in your helm movements, because there's no room for error. Ship has to be right in the channel. There is nothing on any of the sides. If there's a small error it can lead to grounding. So here you can see that the pilot is fully focused and giving him his orders.
420.
420. Wheel on 420.
Midships.
Midship.
Ships follow a convoy system where each ship keeps a safe distance and proceeds at more or less the same speed, one after the other. This is a Tom ships, Tom Emily, which is my previous company where I've spent a lot of time. Probably will meet this ship at the locks. And this here is a beautiful bridge. It's called Bridge of Americas.
Slow ahead.
After this bridge will be the lock gate on the other side, which is the Pacific side, Balboa. The gangway is being prepared because canal crew will board again on this side, and gangway was secured inside the locks because there is no space for the gangway. Nothing should be protruding outside the ship side when the ship is crossing the lock gates. So this side obviously ship has to go down by 3 steps, same 26 meters. So here you will see that the ship is going down. Here one lock, Pedro Miguel, is here.
This is my deck cadet Alan, whose interview I posted. Third officer interview I'm going to post in 2 days. And this is my Hitesh Abi. He plays very good box type cricket. Very smart, all of them are wearing uniform, as you can see, and we are enjoying our break in Panama Canal. This is the last gate. Now third officer is gonna become new YouTuber. He has not decided his channel name.
Yes,
Please.
shortly I'll inform you once my interview will take by Captain Sunil Kumar Singh. That time I will announce my YouTube.
So as expected, Tom Camilla is here and we eventually met her at the locks. Pilot here standing on the bridge wing, checking on the movements of locomotives and giving some engine movements. And as I've already told, you have to give a lot of engine movements for the vessel to just move ahead by 1 knot, 1.5 knot due to the locks. So a lot of these in the uniform what you see on the deck are Panama Canal crew. The crew help in making fast these locomotives. Now here the aft gate for my lock is closing. Once it is closed, ship will go down by 8 meters. The ship is on the other side. It's a new locks which is for the ships up to 15.3 meters. The locks which we are using, maximum draft allowed is only 12.04 meters. Right there. These new locks do not have these locomotives. And here I would like to tell you that all these water transfer, filling and removal is done by gravity. There are no pumps, and these locks are working in fine condition for last more than 100 years. For exit on the Panama side, one of the steps is done at Pedro Miguel locks which you are seeing here, and the other two steps will be done at Miraflores locks which is just ahead about 1 mile. Now the vessel is at Miraflores locks where they have made a good resort next to the locks. People have a nice place to sit there or stand and watch the ships go by, and it's well maintained. A lot of people I can see in evening they are doing cleaning work here too. Also on the other side onto the Miraflores locks house 3. Last step down. Now we'll be at the same level as the Pacific Ocean, and the transit you can say is over now.
Ship Sailor Sunil.
Like, subscribe, share.